I've also been told off for filming in here as well. Good morning and welcome to the 5th day of my tour around Provence. And my 2nd day here in Grenoble. And in this video I'm going to take a little walk through the city, see what I can discover, and head up towards the Archaeological Museum at Saint Laurent. It's not far from where I was yesterday. But I'm starting my journey here in the square Victor Hugo, another place in this region, or in France, named after the great man himself. But there isn't a statue of him here. There's a statue of the great composer, Hector Berlioz. He was born on the 11th of December 1803 and he died on the 8th of March 1869. Was given his full name, Louis Hector Berlioz. His father was a physician and his name was Louis, so they called him Louis Hector. And there's a great statue of him here. And the weather today, it's a bit chilly, and all the locals have all got coats on, and all the tourists, well, that's me, I was walking around in a short sleeve shirt because I didn't have room in my luggage for winter clothing. I didn't think I needed it, but there we go. About 14 degrees today, but the weather should get up to about 15 later on, and the sun might come out as well. That'll be a bonus. So let's head on out of the square and down into the city and see what we can discover on the way up to the museum. Little park, and the sun is shining. Yes, it's come out at last. Hopefully the forecast might get up beyond 15 degrees. Glad I didn't pack my winter clothes now. This is a delightful little park, 33 hectares or 67 acres. It's rather nice here. It's called the Park Paul Mistral, named after a man called, well, Paul Mistral, and he was a politician and the local mayor here from 1919 to 1932. He's also responsible for the cable car as well that goes across the Isère River. He died suddenly, aged 50, on the 17th of August 1932. Just on the right hand side here is a little water feature. This is the remains from the Olympic Games back in 1968. It's nice to see they've preserved it. Quite a few places do preserve items from Olympic Games. I know they have done in London in the 2012 Olympics. But it's rather pleasant here. It really is in the sunshine. And I think it's warmer than 15 degrees. I think it's at least 16, maybe 17. There we go. Can't trust the French weather forecast. But at least it's not raining. That's the main thing. It's not raining. But just up ahead is some monuments. These look absolutely amazing. This first monument, Au Diable Bleu, the Blue Devils. And there's some writing underneath. Leaving their garrisons in the Alps, they fell on the Vosges front. Extracted from the battlefield of La Ligne, this stone recalls their sacrifice. I don't know anything about the Blue Devils. I'll put some information on the screen about them. That seems an interesting story. What a beautiful monument. A soldier standing in front of a triumphal arch. The date's 1914, 1918. Absolutely wonderful. Great little story. There's another monument just up here as well. This is just another memorial to the war. There's some French writing on the bottom. Men of 5 continents died for France. Obviously there's been a ceremony here recently because of the wreaths. Absolutely lovely. I find, as I've walked down here today, There's quite a few little memorials around and plaques on walls commemorating the resistance and heroic people from the Second World War. There's another monument just here as well. And this monument is to the FNDIRP. And this is the Fédération Nationale des Déportés, Interne Résistants et Patriotes, National Federation of Deported and Imprisoned Resistance Fighters and Patriots. Absolutely lovely. There's some French writing underneath, which translates as, in memory of the Isère volunteers, deported and interned, who perished, murdered in fascism penalties to maintain the motto of the Republic, Liberté, Equalité, Fraternité. Absolutely lovely. Gosh, so many monuments all around this part of France. Passed a lot the other day in Nîmes, and it's just nice to see. I guess French memories of the war, you know, are different from the English, because they had a resistance movement, and in this part of France, towards the south coast, it was the Maquis, local resistance. But it's lovely to see these little gardens here, and a memory that will linger for years to come. Absolutely brilliant to see this. But in the middle of this park is a tower, so I'm going to walk down to that tower and take a look. It's surrounded by some scaffolding at the front, so I'm unlikely to go up it. But let's go and take a closer look. It's really lovely just walking through this park. One of the things I enjoy when I go away and visit different towns and cities is walking through parks, because you never know what you're going to find when you walk through them. And I found some fantastic statues this morning and monuments. Absolutely brilliant. There's another one just behind me, and that's to Paul Mistral. He was the founder of this park. And it says on the inscription at the front, he was mayor from the 7th of December 1919 to the 17th of August 1932. And that's the day he died. It's nice to see that monument there to Paul Mistral. But just in front of me is this tall tower. It's called the Perret Tower, named after its architects, Auguste and Gustave Perret. It was originally called La Tour pour le regarder de la montagne, the tower for looking at the mountains. And it stands 108 metres tall, which is 354 feet. It's completed in just 11 months and completed on the 4th of May 1925. I think it's seen better days. Can't get near the base of it. Looks in pretty poor condition. So hopefully in a few years' time, the current mayor of Grenoble renovate it. I say it's 100-year anniversary coming up in 2 years, so hopefully they'll do it for that. It would be nice to visit that tower next time I come to Grenoble. Absolutely beautiful. So let's walk a little further through the park, walk across the cemetery and up towards the museum on the other side of the Isère River. This is the Cemetery Saint-Roche, first municipal cemetery in the city of Grenoble. And it was opened and blessed by the Bishop of Grenoble, a man called Claude Simon, on the 19th of August 1810. and it's 32 acres in size. It's a beautiful memorial to the fallen of the French soldiers during the Second World War. And I've even found the grave of Monsieur Xavier Jouvin, the master glove maker of Grenoble. I've also been told off for filming in here as well, so I'm recording this rather quickly, just in case I get told off again. But I'm going to try and find the grave of Mr. Paul Mistral as well. I'm hoping it's just up ahead here. So let's walk on a little further and see if I can discover that. Walking through the cemetery was so interesting. All the plots in there were family plots, and some burials were very recent, and some were actually this year. So it's probably understandable that I wasn't allowed really to film in there. Perhaps the person there thought it wasn't appropriate, and I fully understand that. So I did get a few sneaky shots in, and I did find the grave of Monsieur Paul Mistral, so that was really nice to see that. And of course the grave of Xavier Jouvin, master glove maker from Grenoble, and he was the person in the statue that we saw yesterday. But I'm just walking through the back streets here, heading down towards the Isère River, and we'll cross over that and find this museum and see what else we can discover here as well. And the weather is actually rather pleasant today, so I've got to be grateful for that, I suppose. So let's walk across the river and find this museum. Here at the museum, beautiful old church of Saint Laurent behind me, which is actually the museum, and it's rather nice here, apart from the noise of the school kids, the school next door. Let's just walk through the entrance to the tunnel here and to the museum, and it's closed. Oh, notice on the door, open Monday to Sunday, 10 till 6, except Tuesday. And today is Tuesday. Ah, one museum I wanted to see here in Grenoble. Oh, it's not my day, it really isn't. Never mind. These things happen. But now let's explore the casemates. Casements. Walk down a little further to the steps. They are certainly open today. And there's loads of people jogging up and down here. Must be a popular spot. So let's walk up these steps and head up into these casements and see where they go and see what's up here. These are the sort of things I do like exploring. So let's just see where this goes. Let's just walk through here and see where this goes. This is quite interesting. It's like being in a castle, just walking through these passageways. Walk up these steps. Oh dear, get a nice view of the church from up here as well. Let's walk up these steps Looks like there's another set of tunnels, passageways. Let's just walk through here. Oh, this is rather fun. Beginning to wonder how many steps there are and whereabouts on the steps I actually am. Gosh. Getting a bit puffed out walking up here. Beginning to wonder where this pathway goes. But I've just found out. I just met some people coming down, and these are the casements that go all the way up to the Bastille, the castle at the top of the hill. And as you can see from the map, my position is the blue dot, and I have quite a way to go. And I'm planning to do that tomorrow. Go up to the Bastille tomorrow. But I'm going to take the cable car. It's got to be easier than trying to walk all the way up these steps. So I'm going to end this video here. Oh, I've had a great time actually walking through these lower parts. But I think I'll leave the rest for tomorrow, and I'll explore after a cable car ride. There's shops up the top. There's a castle, the Bastille, and there's restaurants as well, and cafes. So that's for tomorrow. So I'm going to end this video here. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour through the town, seeing those monuments in the Park Paul Mistral, and seeing his grave as well. And also the grave, or la tombe de Monsieur Xavier Joffin, the master glove maker here in Grenoble. So this is where I end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and follow my journey, because there's plenty more to come in this series. Thanks for watching.